Hi everyone, lovely to be here. Like was said just now, it was a meeting of minds when I met Dominic in that dark boardroom somewhere in Carmarthen to talk about disability arts. He said I had to come along to play you some of these tracks. I'm not personally going to name every track because I believe the universe will speak out the right tracks to play at the right time. And please be advised that you're the first public people I've ever played these tracks to. And I will speak a bit later on about how I created those tracks. But please enjoy them. Please hopefully get the messages from them. And I hope they really resonate with you. So thank you, Dominic. Take it away. Play the first one. Thank
I walk the line where shadows split, where silence hums and torches quit, where every step becomes a choice between the whispered and the lost. There in the dusk, a shape like me stood trembling in the symmetry. A mirrored soul, a half-lit flame, a face that almost knew my name. And the night leaned in like it wanted to sing, like it held a truth with a fractured wing. Broken symmetry, where the world turns strange and the heart breaks free, and the cracks between who we are and should be, something sacred learns to breathe. Oh, broken symmetry, it's the place where I finally see that the beauty lives in the parts of me the light could never reach. I followed echoes through the stone, where ancient footsteps on alone, where stories linger in the ground, waiting for a living sound. Crooked path, the truth unbound, the pulse beneath the shaken sound. Every shot a different sky, every fracture asking why. And the wind rose up like a ghost in the reeds, carrying secrets no one ever believed. Broken symmetry, where the world turns strange and the heart breaks free, and the cracks between who we are and should be, something sacred learns to breathe. Oh, broken symmetry, it's the place where I finally see that every fault line inside of me was trying to set me free. Let the shattered pieces fall, let them gather, let them call. In the place where nothing matches, there's a fire in the ashes. Let the broken form the whole, let the fracture show the soul. For in the ruin of what's known, we find the world that is our own. Broken symmetry, where the truth stands raw and the light's debris, in the wounds we hide and the parts unseen, something living learns to speak. Oh, broken symmetry, I'm not lost, I'm finally free, for the story's born in the space between all the mismatched pieces of me.
to share a message for everyone that's never really sure where they are in life. And I just think that broken symmetry actually is really where I was at when I wrote that song, because I had a number of issues going on for me, but the way I actually wrote that song is using a piece of artificial intelligence to actually write the music, and then I wrote the poetry using voice activation. So I took away the barriers for me by using technology, and that's why I said in my biography that's available on on Facebook that actually I see myself as a modern bardic individual that wants to share a message but using modern technology. Thank you. Next one, Tom.
You told me when I was 15, like a deal you'd already signed. By 40 you'll come back to me, you'll see it my way in time. I held on every word like a debt I could not run, but I learned real quick who I was when I learned who you weren't, son. You walked out 6 weeks after breath, left my name in a half-lit room. My mother stood where you should have been and taught me how to push through. I grew up fast on broken plans, stealing silence at my back. Every scar you never asked about taught me how not to crack. I reached out when I was fading, when the ground felt paper thin. You saw my name there on your screen, but chose not to answer then. I'm 43 and I'm telling you now, I don't come crawling back. I didn't fade in your shadow, I burned my own damn path. I'm still here, still standing strong, not waiting on your name. I didn't make it cause you loved me, I made it cause you walked away. You lined me up against your others like I came up short somehow. The weight I carried every day was something I should bow to now, but I turned the doubt into gasoline, lit a fire you never knew, built a life from the parts of me you're scared to look straight through. You met my husband by my nan's bed while a memory slipped away. Alzheimer's stealing yesterday right there in front of your face. You look small, you look shaken like a king with a rusted crown. All that roar you wore for years, nowhere to be found. You couldn't hold your dying son, couldn't look me in the eye when I needed a father most. You let the moment die. I'm 43, remember this, I don't come crawling back. No mercy owed, no debt to pay, no truth left to unpack. I'm not weaker for staying still, not less for holding ground. I didn't fall, I held the line while you were nowhere around. I stopped asking why I wasn't enough, stopped bleeding for your pride. Blood don't make you family if love never showed its side. I built a life from closed off doors, from words you never said. Every time you chose your silence, I chose who I meant to be. Me. I'm 43, say it out loud, I don't come crawling back. Your absence didn't break my spine, it taught me how to stand the rack. I keep moving forward, head held high, no chains, no blame, no shame. And if history remembers us both, it won't remember us the same. You said I'd come back, I didn't. I moved on.
That song is about the relationship between me and my father that I still struggle with every day. I wasn't sure whether I was going to play that track tonight, but I'm glad I did. So thank you so much.
Two souls recognizing each other across lifetimes, describing the hand fasting and the union of fire and earth. 11 years together, 10 hand fasted in heart, as above so below, a love that won't depart. Sun hates fire guides us home, through shadows and through light, two souls bound by flame and grace, shining ever bright. Invoking Samhain ancestors within they and gratitude. Reborn at the turning of the year, sacred endless song. Blessed be this union, eternal, etched within the heart. 11 years together, 10 hand fasted in heart, as above so below, a love that won't depart. Some haze fire guides us home, through shadows and through light, two souls bound by flame and grace, shining ever bright. Blessed be this union eternal.
I wrote the last track to celebrate mine and Paul's love, because we actually met in hospital when we were both dying, and actually we both said to each other then when we were in hospital dying that we felt that the universe was pulling us together, whether you're a pagan or whether you've got other religious beliefs. I really believe that sometimes the universe pulls people together and asks them to be in a space, very much like we are tonight. So I'd just like to give over that track to Paul, who's been the best husband ever. Before Dominic plays the next one, I thought I'd share a quick story. The next one's called Patois Rhythm, and that's because I grew up in a Afro-Caribbean household with a stepfather with severe schizophrenia, and I saw some major abuse in that household. But actually, I really liked reggae. And it's quite funny when you go into spaces and you say that you actually grew up in a household where you ate rice and peas, yam and plantain, and things like that. People don't expect, with a voice like mine, that I truly understand about reggae, because I do sound like somebody from Oxford or Cambridge, but that's because I was actually given this power to speak by an English speech therapist. So I'll let Dominic play the next one, and I hope you like it.
Listen up, you better understand. Them old ones built this with their hand. You walk around like you know it all, but you don't see nothing, you too small. Respect the elder, yeah. Respect the elder now. Respect the elder, yeah. Better bow down. They seen the fire, they seen the pain. They walked through hell and survived the rain. You got your talk, you got your pride, but they got wisdom you can't hide. Respect the elder, yeah. Respect the elder now. Respect the elder, yeah. Better bow down. Don't turn your back on what they say. They know the truth, they know the way. You think you're tough, you think you're strong, but you've been foolish all along. Gray hair means something, can't you see? They earn their place, they hold the key. You laugh at them, you push aside, but when you need them, where you hide? Respect the elder, yeah. Respect the elder now. Respect the elder, yeah. You better bow down. Respect, respect. Show some respect, respect, respect. You better bow down.
And the next one is called Orgasm's Kiss. And the reason I wrote this one is because everyone that doesn't really understand disability always seems to get really shocked when you say disabled people have sex. So I just thought I'd write this one to try and break down those barriers and actually demonstrate to people that disabled people can be passionate beings too. Thanks, Dominic.
Before lips meet, before breath warms the dark, there is a hush the world forgets to break. A heartbeat suspended between what we were and what we are about to become. And in that steep rose a lantern, and in the half-light glow, a soft burn ember where the night learns to slow. You touched me like a secret that the stars had kept, a murmured promise on the edge of where desire slept. and the air grows warm like a rising tide, pulling every breath to the deep inside. That orgasm kiss, a trembling spark on the edge of bliss, a pulse that blooms where shadows twist, a holy hush the moon cannot dismiss. One whispered breath and the world turns gold, and every quiet longing suddenly unfolds. Your hands write poetry without a trace of ink, a river running wild at the water's brink. You speak in sighs that dance along my skin, a melody wanting just beneath the din. And the night leans in like it understood, every shiver moving through the wood. That orgasm kiss, a trembling spark on the edge of bliss, a pulse that blooms where shadows twist, a holy hush the moon cannot dismiss. One whispered breath and the world turns gold, and every quiet longing suddenly unfolds. The stars bow low to the fire you stir, even the sky pauses waiting for your word. And in that moment between breath and flame, you call my spirit by its hidden name. You feel it, the night hold his breath, only opening. Only the ancient language of lips learning each other in the dark. That orgasm kiss where the soul breaks open into tenderness, where night and longing softly coalesce, where every heartbeat rises to confess. And I swear the dawn was born from this, the world remade by an orgasm kiss. Stay with me in the space where breath becomes light, where one touch reshapes the night, where the kiss is a doorway and we step through every time.
Hi, I hope everyone is refreshed at the wonderful bar. The next song is going to be talking about basically people standing up and being counted. And I just wanted to sort of use this opportunity and me talking to mention the social model of disability. The social model of disability says that we need to break down barriers, and we need to break down barriers so people can be whatever they want to be. And actually, it's society's problem if I can't get into a building or if I can't get into a job. But for me, this is such a warm space tonight that I wanted to play the next one, because we are at difficult times for people who are in those marginalised groups, disability, sexuality, the people on benefits. And really, I just wanted to share this next song to say, please stand with those people and actually let's try and make a difference, and let's use the collective energy in this room to send real positive messages out. Thank you.
This is for everyone who's been told to wait, to fight alone or fit into a system that never fit them. Tonight we sing together.
stood in lines that never seemed to end. Told my story over twice to strangers I called friend. They wrote my name in boxes, but they never saw my face, and the weight of all their rulings kept me frozen in my place. But I'm done with quiet battles fought behind a closing door. I'm raising up my voice now, won't be ignored. So rise up and be counted, stand firm, we belong. We are more than the labels they stamped on us for so long. Let the guitars be the heartbeat, let the truth carry on. Welfare should lift us, not break us. Together we'll right what's wrong. I've walked the hard appointments where they question every need. Turned my life into a checklist while my truth began to bleed. But I'm stronger than their silence, and I'm louder than their doubt. There's a future in our hands now, and we're gonna work it out. No more choosing between dignity and every month's survival. We're building something fairer. This is our revival. So rise up and be counted, stand firm, we belong. We are more than the labels they've stamped on us for so long. Let the guitars be the heartbeat, let the truth carry on. Welfare should lift us, not break us. Together we'll right what's wrong. It's not the people who are broken, it's the system built too small. But when lived experience leads us, we can change it all. We can change it all. So rise up and be counted, let our voices be strong. We're rewriting the story that has held us down too long. With the folk band behind us, we're a movement, not a song. Well,
all right, we all have to make a real difference. So let's use the power of the pen to make that difference. Thank you. I'm going to let the next one play, and then when I come on at the end, I'll speak about that one. But I'm giving Dom the permission to play the next one. Hope you like it, and look forward to your feedback.
In shadows deep, where secrets reside, beneath the moon, our truths we confide. A whispered word, a knowing glance, in ancient rites we find our dance. Oh, the architect's secret, etched in stone and time, a melody only the initiated can climb. For those who seek beyond the veil, a hidden path, a sacred trail. tread. Some may wonder, some may doubt what lies within, what we're about. But in the silence, we find our light. Through darkness shared, we conquer night. Oh, the architect's secret, etched in stone and time. A melody only the initiated.
And the reason it stopped it there is because I think I better be totally honest with you. I'm one of the only disabled Freemasons in the UK. All right. And when I had to go through my initiation, they had to change everything. And I'm going to look at Paul, because Paul had to get permission off the Duke of Kent to come and help me with my food, because they never normally accept carers to come and help things. So actually, I've made a real difference in an organisation that people say that is not normally inclusive, but I can assure you, when I'm in a lodge, it's inclusive. This song actually goes with what was just said in the last poem, and I'm gonna admit here I am a true pagan through and through. And actually, I think if we just look at the imagery in the next song and listen to the words, it's actually tonight the energy has been changed by the poems in the room. And actually, I can honestly feel a big old Welsh cwtch coming from the room. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for the privilege of being with you and being able to share these songs and words with you. And I hope you like the next one.
In the morning mist he comes, black wings beat the ancient drum. Perched upon the standing stone where our father's blood has flown. Listen, brothers, to his cry between the earth and sky. Oh, the raven speaks in tongues we knew before the world grew cold and new. His voice carries what the wind forgot, the names of all we are and are not. Raise your voices to the trees. We are the raven's prophecy. Through the oak and ash she flies, keeper of our lullabies. In his throat the old words sleep, promises we're bound to keep. Listen, brothers, to his call, we rise together or we fall. Oh, the raven speaks in tongues we knew before the world grew cold and new. His voice carries what the wind forgot, the names of all we are and are not. Raise your voices to the trees. We are the raven's prophecy. At the threshold he stands guard, reading omens in our scars. Every feather holds a tale of storm-crossed sea and mountain gale. We are bound by what he brings truth that only darkness sees. Oh, the raven speaks in tongues we knew before the world grew cold and new. His voice carries what the wind forgot, the names of all beyond the night. Raise your voices to the trees, to the raven's prophecy. We are the raven's prophecy. Black wings beat the ancient drum. Black wings beat the ancient drum.
Thank you. And the next song I'm going to share with you has to come with a bit of a health warning. Okay? This is the deepest song I've ever written. And it's also going to be the first song on the album. And the reason it's the deepest song I've ever written is because it talks about the medical negligence that I faced that actually causes my disability. But on the flip side, and I was sharing it with some people in the room earlier, the actual person who was the junior doctor that was on call that night was the person who gave me my master's degree. And he actually pulled me into one room and he said, if you tell anybody about the medical negligence that happened to you, I will make sure you never work in Wales again. Okay? That sits painfully with me, and it sits painfully with my family for some bits that I'll go into after the song. But what I wanted to say is, please listen to the song. And if you know anyone that needs to be advocated for, please advocate for them, because great people have scars. You might not see them, but they cut deep and they need to be brought out into the light to heal. So please help them if you can. Thank you.
You see a gray suit and you think success, but this suit's stitched from pain, from redacted records, from waiting rooms, from the silence after the scream. They laid me down in a box of glass, too early, too small, too still. The monitor cried for someone to come, but nobody ever will. So they put me back in the fire again. Said machines don't make mistakes, but my mama knew, oh, she always knew, that some things don't fix, they break. Begged and cried, they wrote her off. Too fragile, too loud, too long. They called her paranoid, told her lies, till her voice was finally gone. And me, I grew with twisted bones, with kidneys failing slow. with silence packed beneath my skin, where their shame refused to go. This gray suit has scars, not just threads and ties. It's stitched from every moment that they call my truth alive. I carry all the stories that their systems try to hide. This gray suit has scars. I sharpen myself on studying law. I climbed through the cracks they left. Came back with files, with no more fear in my chest. But when I knocked on justice's door, she said, "Child, you're too late. You should have come when you were 11 years old. Now time decides your fate. You tell me love is justice, but what about the soul? What about the child who didn't know that silence had told? My mother couldn't take the stand. Her mind was taken too. So I put on this gray suit and I came instead of you. This gray suit has scars. Oh, but it walks proud. It holds the names of everyone your courtroom won't allow. I am not your burden. I'm the reckoning you found. This gray suit has scars. I was just a baby. They were meant to make me whole. Now I'm a man who walks with fire and memory in his soul. If I can't take them to court, then I'll take them to account. And every note I sing from here will make that story count. This gray suit has scars, but baby, I'll still rise.
I hope you like that one, guys. And just to sort of tell you a little bit more about it, it left my mum with severe schizophrenia because she witnessed what happened to me in the incubator. And where I talked about redacted records, it took a barrister and a bailiff to bring those records out to me because a hospital here in Wales said they couldn't find them.